Sean Williams' prison sentence is done, but now New York State wants to find another way to keep him behind bars permanently. News 4's Al Vaughters is back from State Supreme Court with an update. Al?
Well, Lisa, some have called him a one-man AIDS epidemic. But last month, Sean Williams finished serving a 12-year sentence for rape and knowingly infecting sexual partners with HIV. Authorities, though, still consider him a danger as long as he can infect others. Sean Williams, also known as Shaitik Johnson, went before a state judge trying to get his freedom, if only for a short time, while family, including his wife, came to show their support. The Attorney General is arguing Williams should be held indefinitely under a newly enacted civil confinement law meant to keep sexual predators off the street. The state is basing its claim on a psychiatrist's report that in addition to intentionally spreading HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, Sean Williams presents multiple risk factors, including a psychopathic condition and attitudes that support sexual offending.
There is probable cause to believe that the respondent is a sex offender requiring civil management.
Williams' attorney wants the case dismissed and until a state judge decides that he be allowed to walk free since he's already served out his prison sentence. Justice John Mahalski saw it differently.
The court hereby concludes that the respondent is sufficiently dangerous to require confinement and lesser conditions of supervision will not suffice to protect the public during the pendency of these proceedings.
And ordered Williams back to the Wendy Correctional Facility, which sparked a short outburst from Nina Williams, Sean's wife, and other family members.
Are other people that's walking around with HIV, are they a threat? You're not questioning that. He is not a threat, and he don't need to be committed.
Williams is due back in court next month on his motion to dismiss the Attorney General's petition. His case is tentatively set for a civil trial in November. Al Vaughters, News 4 at 5:30.
State of New York petitioner against Sean Williams.
It was just a procedure in court today, but in the near future, Justice John Mahalski must decide if Sean Williams should be released after serving his prison sentence for statutory rape and reckless endangerment. Guilty pleas he took in 1997 after prosecutors charged he had unprotected sex with more than a dozen women, many in the Jamestown area. Here's what the judge must weigh.
The risk to the community in the future. Not risk of community in the past, not what he did.
Oh my God, who could fuck that nigger? These girls are fucking, they look pretty decent in shape. Oh my God, what the fuck is this country?
Attorneys from the state attorney general's office who would not comment today say Williams should be confined beyond his April 13th release date under a 2007 law requiring evaluation of sex offenders. That is based on a prison interview of Sean Williams in March by a state psychologist who says Williams never enrolled in sex offender treatments.
There is some discrepancy as to whether or not he willingly was involved in a counseling program for sex offenders.
There may have come a time in the counseling that he was required to say and or do something, and he didn't believe it was relevant to his case, and so he may have refused, and that would have scuttled the entire process.
Williams' wife and mother were also in court today.
They intend on having Sean home, residing with them, abiding by whatever terms and conditions the court may wish to impose. They'll make sure he goes to any type of counseling, if there's ankle bracelets or anything else.